Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. In this video, we are going to learn how to create image using OpenAI from Airtable. I want that whenever I will add a new title in my Airtable base, a new prompt, automatically by using that same prompt, an image should be generated by using OpenAI. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to integrate both these applications, and that we are going to do with the help of an amazing automation and integration software, Pabbly Connect. Here we have Airtable in our trigger and OpenAI in our action. So we are going to connect both of them by using Pabbly Connect in order to automate this entire process. And to learn this entire automation step by step, let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn that how can we automatically generate an image for the titles which we have in our Airtable, and automatically how can we update the link of that same image in front of that title. Now, in order to create this automation, we are going to set up a simple integration between Airtable and OpenAI, and that we are going to do with the help of an amazing automation and integration software, Pabbly Connect. This is the home page of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach directly by typing pabbly.com/connect, this URL in our browser. Once we will reach on this home page, we can find two options here: sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, you can directly click on sign in, but if you are a new user, you have to click on sign up for free button to create your free new account. And also, when you will create your account, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. As an existing user, I'm directly clicking on sign in. And this is the all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. Now on this dashboard, we can find all our workflows which we have created, and we can also create folders here to save our workflows. To create a new workflow, we will click on this create workflow option given on right corner with blue color. So let's do that. And here a dialog box will appear in front of us. It is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So let's provide a name over here. Generate image using OpenAI for Airtable record. Now, after giving the name, we can also select the folder in which we want to save the workflow. So from the drop down, I'm going to select this test integrations folder. Let's click on create. As we do that, we can find that two windows are open in front of us, trigger and action. Now, what are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two concepts on which the entire automation runs. Here, the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is a response towards our trigger. Whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Let's suppose in this workflow, we are going to take Airtable in our trigger and OpenAI in our action. And we want that as soon as a new title will be added in our base of Airtable, automatically by using that same title, an image should be generated by OpenAI. Here we can find that our action is the response towards our trigger, because when the trigger happens, that means whenever the record is added in Airtable, then only the image is generated for the title. Okay, now after understanding the concept of trigger and action, let's start creating this workflow step by step. First of all, we will select our trigger application over here. Now let's suppose I have created a record in my Airtable base, and in this base I have created three columns: prompt, number of images and image link. And now I want that as soon as I will add a prompt or a title in this particular base in the form of a new row, automatically by using that same title or a prompt, the image should be generated by OpenAI, and then the link of that image should be updated in front of this title. Okay. First of all, we are going to connect Airtable with Pabbly Connect. So we will select our trigger application over here as Airtable. And now we will select our trigger event. Now what is trigger event? Trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to start. So we will simply select new record as our trigger event, as we want that whenever we will add a new record in our Airtable base, the response of that record should be captured here in Pabbly Connect and the workflow should get triggered. Let's click on connect. And now here it is asking us two options: add new connection or select existing connection. To create a new connection with Airtable account, I am going to select add new connection, and here we have to enter the token. Now from where we are going to find this token? For that, first of all, we need to log into our Airtable account, and then we have to click on this hyperlink. Let's do that. It has taken us towards the personal access token page of Airtable. Now here we are going to generate a new token. Let's click on create new token button, and first of all, we need to provide a name to this token. Let's say here I'm going to provide the name as new integration. And now after giving the name, we have to select some scopes. Scopes are the permissions. So we will click on add a scope button, and then we need to select following scopes: data record read. Then we will again click on scope data record write, data record comment read, data record comments write. Then we have to select for base schemas, schema based read for write, And then after that, we have to select for webhook manage. This is view, create, delete webhooks for a base as well as fetch webhook payloads. Let's select it. Okay. So in total, we need to select 7 scopes over here. Okay. After selecting each and every scopes, we also have to give the permission for base. Let's click on add a base, and then we have to select all current and future bases and all current and future workspaces over here. After doing this, let's click on create token. And with this, a new token is generated in front of us. Let us copy it and we will close this. And now we will simply paste the token over here. Okay, done. In the same manner, you have to find the token, and now we will click on save. With this, our Airtable is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. Now we are going to move further. Now it is asking us 3 details: base, table and trigger field. One by one, we are going to fill the details in these fields. First of all, let us select the base. I am going to take you towards my Airtable, and this is the base I have created with the name as images. So we are going to select the same base over here, and we can find that the base is already selected with the name as images. So from the drop down, you have to select the base which you want. Okay. The next is the table. I only have created one table in this particular base with the name as table 1, which is already selected over here. The next and very important field over here is trigger field. Now the concept of trigger field says that whenever the data will be entered in the base up till this particular field, the response will be automatically sent towards Pabbly Connect. Now it is given that to ensure the proper functioning of the trigger, you need to create a field in your table schema named created with the field type as created time. Now here we need to create a new field with the name as create, and then we have to select the field type of that field as created time. Now how we are going to do that? Now here I want that whenever I will add the data in this particular base up till this particular column, that is up till number of images, the response should be shared automatically with Pabbly Connect. I am going to create a new field after this number of image field. Okay, so we will insert a new field over here, insert left, with a name as create and the field type as created time. Okay. Now I'm going to click on create field, and the field is created over here. Okay. Now whenever we are going to add a new row in this particular base and the data will be entered here up till this field, the response is going to be shared with Pabbly Connect. Okay. And because we are going to use this image link field afterwards, after generating the image with OpenAI, therefore I am ignoring this particular field for now. We will go back towards Pabbly Connect, and here we are going to select the trigger field. Let's refresh this field once. And we can find that the trigger field is already added over here with the name as create. Okay, now let's click on save and send test request. But before that, let me tell you that Airtable is based on polling time of 10 minutes. Therefore, now when we are going to click on save and send test request, it is going to send the response of the data which was added last in the Airtable. So we are going to receive the response of this rainbow prompt. Okay, let's click on save and send test request button. And yes, we can find that we have received the response of the prompt rainbow with the number of images as 1. Okay. Now by using this prompt, we are going to generate the image automatically with the help of OpenAI. Okay. Let's move towards our next action step. And now we are going to generate the image. First of all, let us select the action application over here as OpenAI. And what we are going to do with the help of this del E, we are going to generate image. Okay. Let's select the action event as generate image by using del E. Okay, creates an image by a prompt using del E. Let's select it. Click on connect, and now from the given options, I am going to select existing connection as I've already built the connection with my OpenAI account. If you want to build a new connection with OpenAI, then you have to click on this add new connection button, and then you have to provide a token. Now from where you are going to find the token, for that first of all you need to log into your OpenAI account, and then you have to click on this hyperlink. It is going to take you towards the API key page of OpenAI, and from there you can generate your API key. Okay. Now here I am going to select existing connection, and we will click on save. After building the connection successfully, we will move further. Now here we have to provide the details in these fields. Okay. First of all, it is asking us to select the model. Choose the model to use for image generation. Here example del E2 or del E3. Let us select del E2 over here. Okay. I am selecting this model to generate the image. The next is the prompt. Now what is prompt? Prompt is basically the command which we give to OpenAI that what we want OpenAI to do for us. Here we wanted to generate an image for us on a specific topic. So here what we are going to do, we will simply enter generate an image of, and here I'm going to enter the title on which I want the image. So we have already received the title on which we wanted to generate the image from Airtable response. So we are going to use the same title over here with the help of mapping. Now what is mapping? Mapping is inserting data from previous steps. So we will select our previous step like this, and we will insert the data, that is the prompt, here from our previous step. And when we have inserted the data from previous step, that is when we have mapped this data, it has become dynamic now, and it is going to be changed with each and every response. So whenever a new response will be captured along with a new prompt from Airtable, automatically the prompt here in this field is going to be replaced with a new prompt. But whatever data we have entered manually over here, it has become static and it is not going to change with each and every response. Therefore, wherever in the workflow we want, that data should get changed automatically. There we map it from previous step, and when we want that data should remain same with each and every step, there we type it. The next thing it is asking us is the number of images to be generated. We have also received the response of number of images from our earlier response. So we will map the number of images also. Okay. The next is the size. Choose the size of the generated images. What size of image you want to generate. Here it is given that if you are using Dell E2 model, then you have to use these sizes. And if you are using Dell E3 model, then you have to use these sizes. So because I'm using Dell E2 model, therefore I'm going to go with the size 256 into 256. Okay. The next is the quality. So what quality of image you want to generate? Here we have two options, standard or HD. It is given that HD quality ensures finer details and consistent image quality, support exclusively for Dell E3. Because here I am using Dell E2 model, therefore I am selecting the quality of my image as standard. If you are using Dell E3, then you can definitely select HD also. Okay. The next is the style. Okay, we have two options of styles over here, natural style or vivid style. While natural produces more realistic one, you can select either of the two types over here. If you want to generate hyper real or dramatic types of images, then you can select vivid. But if you want to generate realistic images, then you can select natural style over here. Now here, because I'm using Dell E2 model, therefore I'm not selecting any specific style over here. Okay, now we will click on save and send test request button. And here we can find that we have received the response. And in response, we have also received the ID of the image. That means the image is successfully generated. So what we are going to do, here is the link of the image. I am simply going to copy this. And I'm going to open it in a new tab to check whether it is generated correctly or not. Paste it over here in a new tab. And yes, we can find that a very beautiful image of rainbow is generated. Okay, so this means that our workflow is perfectly successful up till now. We will go back towards Pabbly Connect. And now my next motive is that after the image is generated, I want to update the image link here in front of the prompt. Okay, for that what I am going to do, I am going to move towards my next action step. And once again, I am going to connect Airtable with Pabbly Connect. So let's click on this add action step button and we will select Airtable over here as our action application once again. Let's select our action event and here we will select update record because we need to update the record in Airtable base. Let's click on connect and we will go with the existing connection only as we have already built the connection. Let's click on save. And now, once again, Airtable is connected with Pabbly Connect. We will move further and we can find that as soon as we have connected Airtable, here are all the fields which we have in our base. So first of all, the base is already selected as images. The table ID is also selected. Here are record, prompt, number of images, image link, enable typecasting. So we are going to enter the details one by one in all these fields to update the record in our base. Okay, so first of all, let us select the record. Now here in this field, we need to enter the record ID, but we need to keep in mind that we have to enter it in the dynamic format so that it could change with each and every response. So for that, we are going to turn this mapping button on and I'm going to delete this existing data and I'm simply going to map the record ID which we have already received from Airtable response. So this is the record ID. I have mapped it. Okay. And now because I have mapped it, it has become dynamic and it is going to be changed with each and every response. The next is the prompt. So once again, we will map the prompt over here. This is the prompt. The next is number of images. Let's map the number of images also. And at last, the image link. So we have already generated the image from OpenAI. We will map the URL of that image. Okay, done. Let's click on save and send test request button. And here we can find that we have received the response along with the ID. This means that the base is updated. Let's go and check towards the Airtable base. And here we can find that yes, automatically the image link is updated in front of the prompt rainbow. Okay, so let's open this link. And yes, the image is here. This means that our workflow is perfectly successful. So now what we are going to do, we are going to check this workflow once again. And here I'm going to add a new title, that is a new prompt in this particular base in a new row along with the number of images. And we will see that automatically an image link will be added over here in front of that title. Let's add a new prompt. I want to generate an image of rain. Okay, number I'm going to enter is 1. I want to generate only one image. And we will see that because Airtable is based on polling time of 10 minutes, automatically a new link will be added here after 10 minutes. Okay, let's wait for 10 minutes. And we can find that after 10 minutes, automatically an image link is updated over here in front of the title rain. Okay, let us open the URL, and this is the image of rain. Okay, so this means that our workflow is perfectly successful and it is running fine. We will go back towards Pabbly Connect and we will summarize what we have done here in this workflow. So we have taken 3 simple steps over here: trigger and 2 actions. In trigger, we have taken Airtable, and in actions, we have taken OpenAI and once again Airtable. And we have connected all of them by using Pabbly Connect in such a way that now whenever we are going to add a new title or a new prompt in our Airtable base, automatically without any manual efforts, an image will be generated for that prompt by using OpenAI. And after that, automatically without any efforts, the image link will be updated in front of that title. So in the same manner, by following the same steps, you can very easily create this automation, and this will enable you to automatically generate images by using OpenAI for Airtable records and update the same image in front of that record. So this was it in this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many other applications by using Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can directly reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask any pricing related issue, then you can directly reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful in any way, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also, please like our videos and subscribe our channel to learn more such automations.